Have you had a group project? Have you wanted to strangle one of your group project mates? Well, you're not alone. Studies have shown that 9 out of 10 people have experienced the same thing as you. Let's go through the typical 6 stages of the group project experience. It all starts when your lecturer walks into the lecture hall on the first day of the semester. Alright class, you need to form groups for a project. The deadline for submission is in 3 months, so make sure you manage your time effectively. Stage 1. The calm before the storm. You and your friends partner up thinking, wow, this is going to be great. The first month is like a New Year's resolution, when you say, I'm going to stop drinking this year and I'm finally going to go to the gym. What actually ends up happening is that at the first party you go to, you start chugging all the alcohol you see, and the gym becomes used as much as that prehistoric, pristine, dusty condom in your drawer. Any day now. Any day now. Stage 2. Making the group chat. 2 months before the deadline, someone will message on the inactive group chat. And yep, you guessed it, everyone leaves him unseen. Typically, another month will pass until someone actually remembers that the project is due soon, and people will start to plan. And here is where the fun really begins. Stage 3. Getting to know the group retard. Usually, most people can join a group call, but there's always one special guy in every group. Now, in my group, this person was Kyle, or as I like to call him, the Golden Retriever. Key features of the Golden Retriever include, but are not limited to, having room temperature IQ on a good day, having a stupid shit-eating grin at all times, and being physically present but mentally not. The Golden Retriever typically does nothing in a group project, and even if he says he will join the call, you can bet he will never be on time or even come in the first place. The Golden Retriever has disappointed me so much that he has somehow let me down more than my dad did. Now, my dad said that he would go buy some milk, and yes, it did take him 15 years. But at least he came back. Without the milk, but that's not the point. There's an important lesson to learn here. It's not about the milk we lost along the way, it's about the memories we made waiting for it. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I'd like to thank my parents for the incredible moral support, and I'd like to thank my ex for the incredible oral support. Stage 4. Actually starting the group project. Group calls and Google Docs have really come in handy because you don't need to leave home to decide who's doing what. A fun feature of group calls is that they typically consist of 2 people trying to sort everything out, while the rest do absolutely nothing. Guys, so how do you think we should set up the project? Anyone wants to do the introduction? Yeah, I think I'm really qualified for this. I'm really good at group introductions, you know, so I mean I should do it, I think. Another problem of all this is ChatGPT. Before, people had to at least pretend to research a bit to learn new stuff and then they'd write it all out. So it would always be semi-coherent. Nowadays, people just copy the question to ChatGPT and then copy whatever they get straight into the assignment. An interaction in a group project typically looks something like this. Hey Kyle, by any chance, did you use ChatGPT? Just a bit for some information, mate. You didn't just copy everything, right? Of course not. Then why is all your text in a different color and font? Nowadays, the ChatGPT process has been seamlessly upgraded, with ChatGPT being used first, then an AI rephraser being used to finish the job off. Time to research. Job well done. Stage 5. Deadline day. Personally, one of my favorite parts of group projects is deadline day. The average experience is everyone finishing it best on the eve of the deadline, usually 2 hours before. Then you have to read the ChatGPT mess most people make and pray to Jesus himself, that the plagiarism detector doesn't decide to have a stroke.
Thank God.
You might be wondering, well, what about the golden retriever? Did he finish his work? No, he has not finished his work, and he will always be the last one to finish his work. He won't even be on the desperate last-minute call to make sure the project is alright. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, maybe this guy had other things to do, you know, or maybe he's very busy. Shh. Hush, my dear, it's going to be alright. Whilst we're on call working, he will be online playing Call of Duty doing all of this. Stage 6. Submission. Submitting your assignment by email is also an extremely fun experience, where a unique and surprisingly interesting phenomenon happens, which I have termed email hot potato. Patent pending. This typically occurs when nobody wants to send the email with the completed project. It often leads to the group leader telling someone to send it, and the other person saying, "No, I worked more than him, he should send it." Then this person saying, "No, he did way less work than me." After a while of arguing, you realize that all this stupidity isn't worth it, and you decide to just send it yourself. An extremely fun part of the project is the war for who gets to put their name first on the title page. Usually, the hardest working people will argue about who gets to put their name first, and then a whole fight breaks out. After a lot of words and discussion, someone will be chosen, but then, 5 minutes before submission, you could have the golden retriever, slightly changing who goes first.
Yeah.
On presentation day, every group has to present the work they've done over the last 3 months, or what the Asian kid finished on his own, pulling an all-nighter powered by enough caffeine to give an elephant a heart attack. After this close call, everyone agrees that we will never do this again. But finishing a project last minute is like an abusive, but hot, ex-girlfriend. You're tired of her, but deep down you know that next time you see each other, you're going to act the exact same way again. After the project is submitted, you say, "Thank God it's over," and you can finally rest in peace. Good morning everyone. I will be assigning 2 new group projects, which will be due in 2 months. Please keep in mind that these projects are worth the full credits for the semester, so I expect thorough and high quality work. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. I will be uploading a part 2 video about group projects. I'm Drew, thank you for watching, and see you next time.